Hello and welcome to a game between SlayerSBoxer, Boxer himself playing as the blue Terran, as well as Kyrix playing as the hyper-aggressive Zerg player that is in red on the left hand side. The map is going to be Scrap Station, and it looks like right at the very beginning Boxer is going to do something that is a little bit not conventional. He will be placing a barracks here perhaps. Yes, a barracks is going to be going up. He might be thinking about trying to block off this choke, or he might also be thinking about trying to confuse his opponent a little bit. As we take a look at the vision of Kyrix, he will be coming into the base of Boxer with the Overlord. At the same time, he is also going to be scouting with this one drone for any potential proxy barracks. And once he's inside the base of Boxer, as Boxer is still building that barracks over here, he does not see any barracks. He sees absolutely no structures at all. At this point, it will probably set up a lot of alarm bells in his mind, and let's see what he does, as we do see the second barracks is going to be going online for Boxer very shortly. Double barracks, probably going to be blocking off potentially maybe this choke right over here, as that would secure his half the map with the help of the destructible rocks in the middle. But of course, these destructible rocks are destructible and they might go down, and it looks like Kyrix is going to be scouting with a drone because he has not yet spotted any of Boxer's structures. All he sees is a command center that is turning into an orbital command, and right now at this point he does see the SCV, so he knows at least on his half of the map up to this expansion there are no barracks found. And it looks like he will be happy finding that the barracks is at the front location for Boxer, and he will be moving that drone backwards. And it seems that there is a bunker going up for Boxer immediately, as he's trying to make a lot of Marines. He is not getting any gas, as his Zerg opponent has gotten one gas, and this SCV is in a little bit of a trouble here, as some drones are coming off the line to help, and this SCV might go down, or the bunker might go down. As we keep an eye on the bunker's HP at the bottom of your screen, this SCV is going to be scouting around the Zerg's base. 6 Zerglings will be coming out, and it looks like 3 Marines has already come out for Boxer, and this SCV is going to get is going to cancel the bunker, it looks like, and these Marines alone, the SCV might be doing a very early aggression right now, as Boxer is going to be getting a double gas simultaneously, and he is going to be engaging the Zerglings very shortly. The SCV is in the front to take some shots from the Zerglings, and the Zerglings don't really want to engage a pack of Marines, especially in equal number. 2 additional Zerglings are showing up, but it looks like he will back off. The army size right now 27 versus 27. Boxer is slightly supply block, and he just gets unsupply block as I said that. And as we take a look at the APM of both these players, it seems that Boxer is a little bit lower in terms of APM, and the hyper super duper aggressive Zerg player is very much flying right now, all the way in the 300s APM. This is still very early in the game, and the army size is not even at 40, and there's so much APM. And metabolic boost is being researched for the Zerglings while we follow this chase to the base of Kyrix, and ooh, he takes a shot at those SCVs. There is a factory going up right behind the barracks of Boxer, and he has gotten scouted by this Overlord right over here, so his opponent knows what he has exactly, and a lot more Zerglings are going to spawn. As we take a look at the unit composition for both players, we see 11 Marines versus 17 Zerglings, it looks like, and 2 Queens. Of course, the Queens are going to be staying inside their base, unless he's going to do some sort of all-in push with everything. And there's going to be 2 Marines here just chilling at the control tower. I think they might have been rallied there and forgotten about, and these 2 Marines will go down. Ooh, ouch, that hurts. And as we take a look at what each player are producing, it looks like Boxer will be making 2 tech labs, 1 tech lab over there and 1 tech lab over there, and Zerglings can't really get to these barracks without getting shot at by the Marines. But of course you can always get roaches to start shooting it on the other side, because roaches do have a pretty wide range, and this is a really large hitbox, and usually when you have something that's a large hitbox plus a wide range, it makes it difficult for the units behind it to shoot at you because of the large hitbox of the structures. And we do see the hatchery is going to be morphing into a lair at the moment, as the second and third extractors are coming online. We see Boxer is on 2 gases right now. If we take a look at the income tab, Boxer is constructing another command center, as the Zerg player is ahead in terms of minerals and about even in terms of gas. And there's going to be 1 Marine right next to this side of the rocks, and there's 1 Overlord positioned very well. 1 Zergling here also positioned very well for Kyrix, getting all the information he needs really. So if we take a look at each player's vision over the other, we will see Kyrix has already noticed that there is a starport. No, that was a factory, it looks like, when it was going up. And Boxer does not have too much of an idea of what's going on, but of course at any time he could scan and see what he needs, and he's probably saving that scan for a little bit later when he feels that his opponent has placed down the structures. And it looks like a Roach Warren is about to finish and a Spire is coming on the way. And there's going to be 2 Banshees coming from Boxer. May we see Cloak or may we not see Cloak? It looks like he will not be getting Cloak, but he will be having a lot of Banshees as he is putting down 3 bunkers in a very defensive position, putting some of these Marines. These staggered bunkers are a very good idea, because what you could do is you can sacrifice the ones in the front and have those Marines run to the ones in the back. And it looks like these 2 Banshees are going to be doing some harass of the Queen. It has already taken down the Queen. It's gotten 1 kill so far between these 2 Banshees. And a lot of Roaches are going to be spawning at the moment, as he might be thinking about killing off this Spire. If the Spire goes down, he will further delay the air units of his opponent. And the Banshee are shooting and microing a little bit, trying to kill off that Spire. Will the Spire go down? And now he's focusing on the Queen. He wants to take down the Spire, wants to take down the Queen. Ooh, 1 Banshee goes down, and the Spire does get cancelled, so he will not lose that Spire, or the full amount of that Spire. And the Banshee does go down. Another 2 Banshees coming up across here, but there is a battle over here, as these 2 barracks are going to be going down to those Roaches. The Marines can't really shoot over the barracks, and as the Banshees continue their harass here, they will be able to kill off some of these drones. It looks like drones are going down left and right, and one of the barracks has fallen right now, and a lot of these drones are dying, and the Roaches are going to be able to push forward a little bit, but they won't be able to push into the base, as there are a lot of bunkers, and these bunkers are very sturdy, and I don't think he really wants to engage basically a all minerals resource with a minerals plus gas resource, and he's trying to kill off some of these Queens. And that Banshee had 9 kills, this Banshee has 5 kills, and he's trying to run it out there. Additional Banshees are going to be coming out, I assume, because he is getting that Cloak research technology, unless he just wants to have Cloak for that 1 unit. And it looks like Kyrix has already expanded to the gold expansion. He is really bold. He knows his opponent is a little bit bunkered in. Well, not a little bit bunkered in, but 4 times bunkered in. And some of these SCVs are coming out to repair this Banshee. And 2 more Banshees are going to be flying across the map. We'll be able to take down this Queen, as 2 Banshees do quite a bit of damage. And the second Queen is going to come over to help. And these 2 Banshees are trying to make it out of there. And the Roaches do come, but the Roaches won't be able to do too much, as he probably dragged his units over there just in case some of them could hit air. But it turns out none of them could hit air at this moment. And we see it looks like 12 Mutalisks about to spawn, and on the field there are 4 more Mutalisks coming and 8 more Mutalisks on the ground right now. And as we take a look around the map, there is some very good position of the Overlords, as these Mutalisks are thinking about doing some sort of harassment. 3 additional barracks will be coming up for Boxer very shortly, and these Mutalisks are going to be heading into perhaps the base of the Terran player Boxer, and he is inside the base. He will kill off 1 SCV, 1 Marine, and these SCVs are going down. I believe he's already taken down about 4 or 5 SCVs, and all these SCVs are going down very quickly. He's preventing the turrets from going up, and the Marines are showing up. The Marines is not something you want to fight against, especially with Mutalisks, because the Mutalisks cost a lot of gas, and Marines are very cheap, easy to replace. And there's a Banshee harass. You can keep track of that at the lower right hand corner of your screen as we follow the main action with these Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are inside the base, and they're going to start shooting at these. No, they're not going to start shooting at these SCVs, as there's a lot of those very nicely placed turrets, and the Marines will deter these Mutalisks from doing too much damage. The Banshees have been working on the side of the base. One of them, I believe, did go down, and ouch, that hurt. Almost taking out one of those Mutalisks, as the Mutalisks are still flying around the map. As we take a look at the army size right now, 117 to 77, and if we take a look at the income, we can see that the Zerg player has pulled ahead a little bit, as I think Boxer does not yet know about the gold expansion at the lower right hand corner. And as we take a look at both players' vision, we could see that the Zerg player does clearly have map control, but Boxer is willing to give up that map control, as he does want to, looks like, get the Thor and the Marine and get a good push against these Mutalisks. And there's a lot of Mutalisks on the field right now. It looks like 16-17 Mutalisks. There's a pack of about 16 Mutalisks coming inside the base of Terran Boxer, and he does shoot down 1, and he will take down a second one with the help of the Marines. And SCV was repairing the missile turret, so the missile turret was not going to go down easy, and Boxer is scattering around with Banshees. As we do see right now, both players are getting a lot of upgrades, STEM along with combat shield, as well as the armor for the Zerg player, and centrifugal hooks has recently come online, as well as the Terran weapons level 1, as well as the infantry weapons level 1. So both these players are going to be gearing for the mid and late game of this matchup, and it looks like Boxer will be scouting this location, and he is going to find that his opponent has expanded. Will his opponent be able to see that Banshee? If he sees it, he could take it down with these mules, and it looks like he's not going to see it because these mules are going to stay right where they are, and this Banshee is going to skirt around to the gold expansion. Boxer does not yet know about the gold, but he will now. He knows he is behind. He needs to control all of his units very, very well. If we take a look at the army size right now, 157 versus 98, and the Banshee is trying to kill off some of these drones. He has already killed off 2, and this Banshee might lose his life. It's a 14 HP, and ooh, he just gets it out of there barely, and these mules are going to give chase. He could probably spread these out and find the Banshee, and he does, and the Banshee is right there. Where are you going? That is pretty funny. And ooh, the mules are going to come back. Will he find the Banshee at the corner? And no, he will not. Wow, this Banshee will survive. That is one lucky Banshee. And these mules are still trying to find out where the Banshee is as we take a look at the unit count. Once again, 172 to 118 right now, and the income is pretty much even as Boxer has called down a lot of those mules, but it is only temporary, and he only has around half the gas of his opponent. And these mules and roaches are going to gather for a potential defend against Boxer. Boxer has his tanks in the background. The siege tech is not yet done. He probably should not push out right now. And a scan goes off. He takes a shot at the Overlord on the side that is overlooking the middle ledge of the map. This is a very, very tense moment as we see the Overlord upgrades are being done right now for the speed as well as the drop. And there's a medevac here. And there's a nice mixed group of units in the middle of the map made up of mostly Marines, some Thors, tank, and medevac. And we see a huge red force moving out to the side of Boxer's base. Boxer is caught out of position here. There's nothing in those bunkers. Those bunkers will go down, and he's running back to defend. As we take a look at the unit counting stage, there's a lot of roaches. 35 roaches, 15 banelings against 35 marines, and looks like 4 Thors, and these Thors will go for it. And the roaches are sweeping back along with the mules, and the medevacs are still moving back and forth. Boxer wants to confuse his opponent, or maybe he's a little bit confused by himself. Army count right now 197. He needs to do a push for the Zerg player because he cannot get any bigger at any time. And the Marine Marauders are going to move up. There are no Marauders, my bad. And the doors are coming in, and the Banelings are taking down some of the Thors almost immediately. 2 of the Thors do get picked up by the medevac. Good play there by Boxer. He does keep some of his units alive, and the Marines are trying to draw these roaches into the tank fire. Some of those roaches do fall. There's a lot of skin on the floor, and this Thor is very close to death. He does manage to save 1 of the 3 or 4 Thors that was in the previous battle. And we do see the secondary upgrades for the ground armor and the missile attacks for the Zerg player, as he does have 1-1 for his ground, and for Boxer we see 1-0. And right now it looks like Boxer will attempt a drop here. He is bringing the almost dead Thor and looks like mostly Marines and some Marauders to the base. And he's also going to be bringing some ground infantry at the moment. And his base is protected by tanks, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's going to try to kill off this hatchery. It looks like he's bringing the Marines in. The Marines are inside. There's a Thor at the high ground. And the Thor might get killed off by these mules as the Thor is going down. The hatchery will go down. He has succeeded. He needs to haul his butt out of there. These medevacs are not fast enough. The newest patch, the medevacs are a little bit slower. And the Marines are actually getting slaughtered. Oh man, I do not feel good for Boxer right now. Boxer gets so hightail out of there. Just jump in the medevac and run. And it looks like he will not be doing that. I guess maybe he just wants to hang out over there, as there are some overlords over here perhaps getting ready for a drop, and it looks like he will be setting up the hatchery once again. And the medevac has been spotted, but it looks like the medevac will not go down, and the medevac will move back and forth. And there's going to be some harass at the natural expansion as well as the main base, as you can keep tabs on the action on the side as well. And it looks like he will call it a day here, and the natural expansion is going to get shot at once again, and the medevac is going to go down on the side. As this medevac is getting shot down, he will drop at the back, and he is dropping as some of the drones are running across the map to the gold expansion. This queen will go down, but the roaches and the banelings are going to come in here and try to finish this force off, and he will be able to manage to only pick up 1 marauder that is almost dead. And the roaches and baneling are rolling across the street, literally rolling across the street. And this one marauder is going to get dropped off at the very back location of the base of the Zerg player. Right now the army count is at 190 to 117. The Zerg player is pretty much maxed out. He does have a lot more lava if he wants to spawn more stuffs, and there's a planetary fortress. He really needs to keep this or make a huge push here and win the game right now, otherwise he's going to be really behind. And the roaches are showing up. Oh no, the tanks are not siege, and they do shoot 1 volley at the banelings. The banelings do mostly go down, and now it's just a matter of between these two players. This great battle, and the Roaches are shooting at everything. The Marines and Marauders forced to fall back, and the Thor is going to help, but this might